morning, boys and girls, and happy Wednesday. I hope you did beautiful work for Mrs. Aston yesterday. And if you'd like, you can ask Mummy to take photos of your work and ask Mummy to WhatsApp them to Mrs. Aston so that I can see how beautifully you're working. Shall we begin our day? Let's begin. My left hand says good morning to you. My left hand says good morning to you. My right hand says good morning to you. Sing along. My right hand says good morning to you. Boys and girls, let's count today, and we'll count up to 40 today. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and stop. All right, boys and girls, today we're going to look at how one more makes the tower tall. Do you remember we did that in class last term? One more makes the tower tall. So when we add one more, the number gets bigger. Let's take a look at what Mrs. Aston's written on her board over here. So, how many blocks do we have here? We have 2 blocks. But what if we add one more? How many blocks will we have if we put one more and make the number bigger? Yes, you got it right. Well done. We'll have 3. Now I have 3 blocks. Let's look at the next one. This tower has 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. If I put one more and make the tower tall, how many blocks will I have? If I put one more and make the tower tall, how many will I have? Good, we'll have 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. The last one, I have 1 block. If I put one more, or I add one more and make the tower tall, how many blocks will I have? The number will be bigger. I've got 1. If I put one more, I will have 2. Well done, boys and girls. Right. Are you listening carefully? Mrs. Aston is going to give you a few words, and you are going to tell me what those words start with. Are you ready? The first word is milkshake. What does milkshake start with? Yes, it starts with munching Mike. The next word I'm going to give you is roller skates. What does the word roller skates start with? Yes, it starts with R. R. What does the word fishing start with? Fishing. Yes, it starts with F. Firefighter Fred sound. Well done. What does the word banana start with? Banana. Think carefully. Banana. Yes, banana starts with Bouncy Ben. And let's do one more. What does the word Labrador start with? Labrador. Can you remember? Yes, it starts with L. Labrador. Well done, boys and girls. Shall we get on to our work for today? Right, boys and girls, let me introduce you to Impy Ink. And the sound that Impy Ink makes is I, 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 I. Impy Ink is a vowel, and vowels join other letters together to make words. What does Impy Ink say? Impy Ink says I, 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 I. I'm going to read you the story about Impy Ink now. Are you ready? Ink is interesting. Most of the words in books are printed with black ink, and the pictures are printed with lots of different colors of ink. Inside each ink bottle, there is usually only one color. But look at this ink bottle. Isn't it incredible? Meet Impy Ink. He is an incredible ink bottle. Ink is like colored water. So usually lots of colors in one bottle would get all mixed up and just look muddy and brown. But Impy Ink has all 7 colors of the rainbow inside him, and none of them get mixed up. Rainbow ink is Impy Ink's invention. Everyone insists it's impossible. It's incredible. That's why people often call him Incredible Impy Ink. Look at his incredible ink pen as well. It writes with rainbow ink. The end. Right, boys and girls, shall we look at some of the words that start with I in this picture? I can see insects. One insect. Here's another insect over here. And a moth is an insect. On top of the ink machine, that is a special lizard. And that lizard is called an iguana. Iguana. Can you say that hard word? Iguana. On Impy Ink's pinboard, Impy Ink has an invitation to Isabella's party. This is an invitation. And also on his pinboard, you can't really see it very well, but behind Impy Ink, there is a picture of an igloo. Can you remember, boys and girls, when we learnt about the different types of houses that people live in around the world? And I taught you all about an igloo. The country India also starts with I, and Italy also starts with I. Isn't that fascinating? Let's look at a few more words now that start with I. boys and girls, let's have a look at some of the words that are on the board here. Over here, Mrs. Aston has drawn a picture of the word inside. The teddy bear is inside the box. Over here, I have an injection. Oh, who likes to get injections? Not me. Over here, I have a group of insects. One is an ant, one is a bee, and one is a cockroach, but all together we call them insects. At the top here, I have an invitation, and the stuff that comes out of a pen, boys and girls, any type of pen or Cokie, is called ink. So the stuff that comes out of that pen over there is called ink. Okay, boys and girls, let's learn how to write MP ink. It's quite easy because it's just a short fireman's pole with a dot at the top. So this is how we write MP ink. It's a fireman's pole with a dot at the top. A short fireman's pole with a dot at the top. A short fireman's pole with a dot at the top. Now, boys and girls, Mrs. Aston has chatted to you before about this. Are we allowed to make a fireman's pole and then draw a circle? Absolutely not. That would be wrong. Are we allowed to draw a squiggly line like this? Absolutely not. We're not allowed to do that. So how could we make that right? By simply putting a dot at the top. A dot at the top. Okay, boys and girls, you can see the worksheet in front of you that you have to do today. Now, at the very top, you're going to trace over all the MP inks with your Cokie. Remember, it's just a dot at the top. Then, each of the pictures you're going to colour in for Mrs. Aston using your crayons. The pen can be any colour. The insect can be brown. The bottle of ink over here can be any colour. The invitation over here can be any colour. Now, there's a little boy who's sick in bed. Another word for sick, boys and girls, is ill. I am feeling ill. And that also starts with MP ink. Now, when you're colouring in MP ink, remember to colour him in the exact same colours as the MP ink magic ink bottle. Okay, you can get started with that now. The second worksheet we're going to be doing today is the cross of Jesus. It is Easter time and Jesus has risen from the dead and his cross is empty. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be taking the piece of paper that is behind your worksheet, okay, and we're going to be using our finger muscles to tear the paper into small pieces and stick it onto our cross. Now, do you remember how Mrs. Aston taught you to tear paper? Kissy, kissy fingers. Kissy, kissy fingers. And this finger wants to kiss this finger, so they have to touch. And one goes forward and one goes backwards, and you tear the piece of paper. And then you're going to stick it onto the cross. Let's try that again. Kissy, kissy fingers. Kissy, kissy fingers. Remember, they have to touch. And one goes forward and one goes backwards. And you tear the piece of paper. And then you're going to stick it onto your cross. Let me show you one more time. Kissy, kissy fingers. Kissy, kissy fingers. And you're going to tear a piece of paper off the colored paper. I'm going to tear this one in half again. Watch, kissy, 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 kissy. They're kissing. And one goes forward and one goes backward. And what Mrs. Asen wants you to do is I want you to cover the whole cross with your piece of colored paper. Do you think you can do that beautifully for Mrs. Aston? I hope you can. Right, boys and girls, that's all we have for today. I hope that you have been good at home. I hope you've been playing. I hope you've been building puzzles. And most importantly, I hope Mommy and Daddy have been reading you lots and lots of books. If they haven't read you a story yet, ask them to go onto YouTube and look for a book that is read aloud, and you can sit together and read the book. Until tomorrow, blowing kisses.